morning. It's Monday and I thought I would take you along with a little day in the life of what I get up to each day. It is 6 a.m. I've been up since 4:30. I've had a workout, I've had a shower, I've got ready for the day. I'm just about to clean up from a few dishes from last night. Had a little snack last night, so I've got those dishes to clean. And then I've got to make breakfast and I've got to do lunch boxes. So my son decided he wanted what he calls a party box for lunch last night, which is a couple of sausage rolls, mini sausages and a couple of chicken nuggets. And then I'll put his pepperoni, his crisps and his cucumber sticks in there as well. And that's his lunch. So I've got to get all that sorted because obviously I've got to cook that. And then I'll have to empty the bins and clean the floors that I could do every Monday and get my son up for school, and then the fight starts. It's always a bit of a hassle trying to get him dressed for school. He loves to relax in the morning, and then when you say it's time to get ready, it's like, oh, but I'm uncomfortable, I don't want to. So kind of have to do it really early, so by the time I actually need him to get out the door, he's ready. Anybody else's kids like that? Or is it just mine? I'm sure there's plenty of parents that kids are like that when they go to school. But I can't believe we've only got 2 weeks left and it's half term. So anyway, I'm going to take you along with what I do on a Monday. Usually it's cleaning day for me, and then obviously I get on with some work. And then I've got to go to Home Bargains because my son has run out of vitamins. But the Home Bargains is about a 15-minute walk away from my son's school. So I'll go to his school about 2 o'clock, I'll park up and then I'll walk to Home Bargains, get what I need and I'll walk back. And by the time I've done that, I'll probably be sat in the car for like 10 minutes. Plus, I don't know about anybody else, but I love to get to school early so I get a good parking space. That's when you know you're really old and you're no longer worried about anything else. I've got to get a good parking space, so I need to leave early. What happened to life, huh? So anyway, let's get on with the day. I've got to get on with breakfast before he wakes up, and I like to have it all prepared. So when it is breakfast time, I can sit with him and we chat and everything else over breakfast. So let's get on. So I am back from the school run and I'm just munching on some pineapple because I'm finding that pineapple is really good for my digestion. So I did a little bit of research and there's something called bromelain or something like that. Anyway, there's a combination of enzymes that actually break down proteins and soften meat in your body, which helps it digest better. Because I've been suffering with severe bloating, like really bad bloating for no reason. No other symptoms, absolutely fine otherwise. Still got my appetite, no back pain, nothing like that. Because obviously as a mum, the first thing I think of when I bloating is like the worst case scenario, but no other symptoms, just severe bloating. So I did a little bit of research of foods that are really good for digestion, and I saw that cucumber and pineapple is really good. My son ate all the cucumber, so that was gone. So I did buy a pineapple at the weekend, so I've been munching away on pineapple, and tell you what, I woke up this morning and I'm still bloated, but I'm not as bloated as I was, and my digestion is working much better. So pineapple's the way to go. It might not work for you, but it's working for me. So my son went into school absolutely fine today, no problem whatsoever. We've been having a little bit of trouble with him getting into school, just not wanting to go in, but once he's there, he's fine. But today, no problem whatsoever, so he's gone into school. We did have a chat on the way to school, actually, and we have decided that every Monday night is mum and son chat night. So what I mean by that, when we finish dinner, we are going to come upstairs in my bedroom, sit on my bed, and we're just going to chat about anything he wants to talk about. So tonight, he's decided that he wants to talk about Pokemon. He's asked me to put my laptop up so he can look at all the Pokemon cards and Pokemon toys and all that kind of stuff. And we're just going to do 30 minutes of just chatting about anything he wants to talk about, because he talks about Pokemon a lot and it bores the rubbish out of me. It's so boring. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But he loves talking about it, and I noticed that I've been kind of fobbing him off a little bit, and I feel like I can't really do that. So I've decided to take an interest and spend 30 minutes with him just talking all Pokemon, and he can get everything out he wants to tell me, and we're going to have that 30-minute chat tonight. We're going to do it every single Monday. Also, I did think that if I start doing that now, And we do it every single Monday. As he grows, it's a chance for him to come and talk to me about any worries or anything that he is concerned about or that he just wants to talk about. And he knows that he's got that time. He can talk to me whenever he wants to. I will drop everything to talk to him if he needs me. But there's a designated time and day where we could just chat about anything he wants to talk about. And I'm hoping that by starting that so early, that as he grows, that's something that we continue to do, and he feels even more comfortable coming to talk to me about the more serious stuff. So that's what we've had a little chat in the car about on the way to school today, and we're going to start that tonight. So do you do that with your kid? If you do, let me know. Was it successful? Did it work for you? As I said, he can talk to me whenever he wants to talk to me. If I'm cooking dinner and he comes out and says, Mummy, can I have a cuddle? I will put down whatever I'm doing. I will turn off all the hobs, I will turn off the water, whatever I'm doing, and I'll hug him. But I just wanted that specific time that he knew that was our time. So anyway, just something I thought I'd let you know we're doing. So I've got to go and clean all the floors now because Monday's cleaning day for me. Then I've got to get on with some work, and then I've got to go to Home Bargains and pick up my son some vitamins, and I might buy another pineapple. But I might have to go to Asda, which is right next door. But I'm going to go for a walk because I'm walking every day to help clear my mind and take a bit more exercise. But I'll get back to you a bit later with what else I'm getting up to. So that's the morning all done. I cleaned the floors, I cleaned my son's room, I cleaned my room, emptied the bins, put the washing on. I'm actually about to go and get the washing back in. I know it's supposed to rain later, so I tried to get it out early so that it would dry, and I'll do the ironing tomorrow, and I'm going to have some lunch because I'm starving. Like, my tummy's rumbling now. So yeah, and I also got a bunch of work done as well. I don't talk about what I do for work because I don't like to. I actually listened to a YouTube video a while ago, and it said, don't tell people what you do, because that's when people start judging you about what you do and everything else. People tend to judge you because they're like, oh, hi, who are you? And what do you do? Like, straight away, they want to know what you do to have that judgment on what you do for a living. So I don't really tell people what I do. So when people ask, I just always say, I'm living life on my terms. So don't judge me by what I do, judge me as a person, because I am not what I do. I am who I am. Does that make sense? It made sense in my head. So anyway, I don't tell people what I do. So if you ask, probably won't go and tell you. I'm just me. I want you to get to know me as a person and me as Rachel and who I am. But yeah, so anyway, I'm babbling. So I'm going to have lunch because I'm hungry. And then I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon, because I don't know about you, but I'm a very productive person in the morning. I'm up at 4:30. I work out. I do everything I need to do to get my son ready for school. I come back. I do all my work. I do all the house cleaning. I do everything I need to do. I have lunch. And after that, I'm useless, bloody useless. I procrastinate. That's the time I procrastinate the worst, is after lunch. I'm like, I can't be bothered now. I haven't got no energy, which is weird because I've just eaten. So I should have loads of energy, but I really can't be bothered to do anything. So I just kind of faff a little bit. I need to work on that. So any tips on that do help me out. And then I will drive to my son's school, like I said, go to Home Bargains and pick up my little boy, and then we'll have the rest of the evening. So, but I really do need to eat because my stomach keeps rumbling. So obviously I'm hungry, but I was so focused in on what I was doing, I wasn't really listening until I actually got the job done. And then my stomach was like, oh, I need to eat now. So let's eat. Just come back from the walk from Home Bargains and got caught in all of the rain. I spent £5 something, I think. Can't really remember. I know I bought some vitamins and I bought some bin bags because I emptied the bins today. So I need to buy some more bin bags because I opened the last roll, and I always like to have a spare roll in there just in case. What else did I get? I bought some chocolate pans from Aldi on Friday. Son didn't like them. They had the ones in that he did like, so I picked those up for 99p as well. And then I went quickly to Asda to get some strawberries because my son is loving strawberries right now because they're in season as well, so they're not overly expensive. So I think I spent about £5 something. But yeah, I got caught in all the rain. Luckily I wore my raincoat, but yeah, I got caught in the rain. And now I'm going to have to search the car for my son's umbrella because
he didn't take a coat today because it was nice this morning, and the weather forecast said it wasn't going to rain till 4 o'clock. It's now 3 o'clock and it's pouring down, and I know his umbrella is in the car, but I have no idea where it is. So I'm going to quickly search for that now, go and pick him up, and then enjoy the rest of our evening together. So yeah, so not a very exciting day, but this is pretty much what I get up to most days. I drop him off, I go home, I clean, and then I work, and then I just faff in the afternoon, and I come to pick him up an hour earlier than he finishes school, so that I can go for a nice long walk, which is really helping clear my head, or I get to listen to a podcast. I'm really enjoying The School of Greatness by Lewis Howes, but if you can recommend any more podcasts to me on self-improvement or mindset, do let me know, because I actually love listening to podcasts. I have even thought about starting up my own podcast, but I'm not sure. Let me know if you think I should or I shouldn't. I'm leaving the fate of it into your hands, people, so do let me know, and I will get back to you when I actually do something exciting with my son.
That was brilliant. I had 30 minutes with my son. We're on the laptop. He was searching for all these Pokemon cards, which are now in a list of his own on Amazon, a designated one just for Pokemon cards. God, some of them are really expensive, aren't they? Anyway, he was chatting away to me. He was like hugging me. And when I said, that's it, our 30 minutes are up. Do you want to just chill out and watch a bit of Netflix and have a little snack while you unwind for the evening? And he was like, yeah, and he gave me a big cuddle and a big kiss. And oh, it was just lovely. It was perfect. I'm really, really glad that I did that. So he's just having a little snack. He has like those rice cakes and some thins. And I bought some strawberries today as well, so he's got some strawberries as well. So he's just having that, and then he'll be getting off to bed. We do bedtime stories. So what we do is he watches a bedtime story on YouTube, and then I read him a bedtime story. That's how we do it. So he absolutely loves that. And the bedtime stories we have is, I went on Kindle and I typed in the search bar free kids books for ages whatever, and those of them come up completely for free. So he's reading More Cheese Please, which I've read about 1,000 times. He loves that book. And Goldilocks and the Three Bears, but it's very different to the original. There's a little bit of a twist on it, which is really, really good. So if you want to have some free kids books, but you don't want to have clutter in the house, go onto Kindle and type in free kids book for ages, and then whatever age you want, and you got free books. So it's just like your library, isn't it, really? Obviously I've got Prime anyway, so I have Prime Reading, which I read a lot of stuff on. But yeah, it's been really good evening, nice relaxed calm evening. I've also started doing Tai Chi, which probably sounds like a really old thing, but I've actually started doing it, and to shift my energy and to release negativity. And I've just done it once he's starting to watch his Netflix. He's watching Action Pack on Netflix, but I've just done it and I just feel so much calmer. So it's something that I'm going to practice. I'm going to try and do it every day, if not every other day. Do you do Tai Chi? If you do, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know more about it and whether it has actually helped you as well. Anyway, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea now and have a little yogurt and nut snack. As you can see, I've got it over there on the side ready to go. And I've got some pineapple left, so I'm going to have that with it as well. And I might pinch a few of the strawberries. And that's going to be my evening done. And I'm going to relax and I'm going to read my book. And I've just finished watching Queen Charlotte on Netflix. And I'm really looking forward to Bridgerton on Thursday. My son actually goes back to his dad on Saturday, so I'm like, do I hold off and wait until Saturday so I can watch it without interruptions, or do I stay up a little bit later and watch it on Thursday when he's actually gone to sleep? So I don't know. I'd see how I go. If you're a Bridgerton fan, give me a thumbs up, because I binged watched the first 2 seasons a few months ago and I'm just really excited for season 3. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Sorry, it's a bit of a rambly one, a little bit of a chatty one, just taking you along and letting you know what I get up to, really, which isn't a lot, is it? Anyway, if you do like the video, do give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. If you're not new here but yet to subscribe, please consider doing so. It really helps out the channel. And if you have subscribed, commented, liked, shared or anything else, thank you for your continued support and encouragement. I really do appreciate it. I hope whenever you're watching this, you are having a good morning, good day or good evening, and I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.